I sure hope my controller is configured correctly. I don't know where that data came from, but let's just start new. I should probably check my controller configuration. Let's see. Maybe that's what the problem was. I'm not sure how just the start button got misconfigured, but that's a thing. Alright, now it works as it should. I'm gonna wait 2 minutes, not certain whether somebody will show up or not. But I'll wait until it's actually 10 at least, anyway. I have no idea how the sound balance is either. What a weird setting. Does anyone use Moonwalk, I wonder? I guess moonwalking was really popular at this time or something. Have I got X and Y confused, or I'm not really sure. Well, this should be good enough.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
For like 2 seconds. I first battled the Metroids on planet Zebes. It was there that I foiled the plans of the space pirate leader, Mother Brain, to use the creatures to attack galactic civilization. Just attack the concept of civilization itself, or what? I don't know. I played Zero Mission. This doesn't look exactly right. I next fought the Metroids on their homeworld, SR-388. I completely eradicated them except for a larva, which after hatching followed me like a confused child. And there was no sign of Ridley whatsoever when that happened. There was no Ridley, nothing resembling Ridley, anywhere near SR-388 at the time of this event. I personally delivered it to the Galactic Research Station at Ceres so scientists could study its energy-producing qualities. Isn't a Metroid an energy-draining entity, not an energy-producing creature? Well, whatever. I mean, like, their whole thing is that they drain energy. But maybe we're talking about energy transfer properties and Samus just doesn't know what she's talking about because she's not a scientist? That's possible. The scientists' findings were astounding. They discovered that the powers of the Metroid might be harnessed for the good of civilization. Satisfied that all was well, I left the station to seek a new bounty to hunt. But I had hardly gone beyond the asteroid belt when I picked up a distress signal. Ceres Station was under attack. You leave them alone for 2 seconds and they immediately fail to defend themselves. It's amazing is what it is. Anyway, here is Super Metroid. That doesn't feel right at all. Well, I guess I'll have to tolerate it for now. My controls don't feel right, is what I'm talking about. Well, that looks like a dead scientist. That might be some dead soldiers there. And I guess this is supposed to be where the Metroid was. Also, one of these buttons... Yeah, that's the run button. What a dumb idea. Works in Mario, not so well in this game. Okay. Hi, Ridley. Let's have a time, why don't we? Maybe I should have kept all my fancy weaponry from SR-388 to deal with this exact situation, but I guess Samus didn't think that far ahead. I mean, the spider ball might not be much help here, but I'm sure a few things would be. Alright. Self-destruct sequence activate, evacuate immediately. Is there a good reason why a scientific colony ship needs, like, a self-destruct sequence? Because I can't think of one, personally. I guess research stations are just mandated by galactic law to have self-destruct sequences built into them. And self-destruct explosives, which are probably like super nukes or something. Even though she makes the pain sound, none of this debris from the self-destruct business actually hurts Samus at all. It's just mildly annoying is all. Oops. There we go. I guess just standing on the elevator is good enough, even if I'm at the wrong angle to actually use it. Planet Zebes, Zebes. I don't know how to pronounce the word. Or rather, I don't know what the canonical pronunciation is, so I'm just going to say whatever comes out of my mouth. I guess that's technically true regardless, but anyway. Okay, let's... Is there a way to access the options? No, okay. Well, this will let me save and reset and fix the bad controls set up. Alright. There we go. Feels weird to me that I set the controls after. Alright, so that should feel better. Yeah, I know where I am, thank you. Anyway. It's like, why does this game have a run button? You should just move at the same speed. Like, it doesn't feel right at all. I don't know. For me, my first experience with Metroid was the GBA games, where undoubtedly they knew they had 2 less face buttons to work with, and among things they decided to change to deal with that was having the run button no longer exist and just having Samus always sort of semi-run anywhere, everywhere, which makes this game feel awkward by comparison because it works so well. The problem is you really want the buttons that you'll be pressing all the time to be right next to each other. So do you put the run button in between the jump and shoot ones, or the jump button in between the run and shoot ones, or the shoot button between the run and... Like, it's hard to say which of those works best. For me, it just feels much more natural to have the button at the bottom of the faces be the jump button, and I'd prefer, just like in... Oh hey, there's a security camera. Hi. Bye now. I recognize this place from Zero Mission. Sort of. I think it's been reconfigured a bit. Hooray! Okay. There we go. Right, select to change to missiles. And for some reason it costs 5 missiles to open a door, even though the entire purpose of the door is just to see whether you have missiles or not. It's like, why? Why 5? Why not just 1? Hi, camera bot. Alright, back up we go. can't imagine that I'll attract anyone new by playing Super Metroid. There must be 1,000 people playing Super Metroid out there right now. And most of them are possibly speedrunners, which are probably more interesting to watch than I am. Oh well. Nice of the space pirates to send me their weakest brethren at me first. These platform setups. What is this garbled mess of tiny thin logs? I don't know. I find it more difficult to come up with something to say when I'm not sure anyone's listening, that's all. Yikes. Take that. You don't shoot 5 lasers to open a blue door. Why do you shoot 5 missiles to open a red one? Oh, it's a map room. Okay. Yep, that's a map. I think I pushed B instead of A there. There we go. Should probably reacquaint myself with the controls of this thing. I want to say it's... Okay, yeah, F2 is to save. Probably won't be actually doing any of that. Well, I will between sessions, of course, but I doubt I'll need it for any other reason. Okay, nowhere to go there. So if you're kneeling, and you push... Okay, I don't know. Earlier I was kneeling and I pushed the buttons to move around, and she decided not to move around. I don't know why. Thought I pushed the button 5 times, but I guess I didn't. Charge beam. No, bomb. Charge beam is later. And boss. His head broke off. I like how he has different stages of damage there. Anyway. I guess for a change of pace I could try playing Super Metroid Randomizer sometime, but I'm sure I don't know this game nearly as well as I do Link to the Past. I'm so used to pushing select to access maps and to exit maps. Yay! I can die less quickly. Hooray! Moving on. Hello, Mr. Immune to regular shots. Needs a missile guy. Good thing you drop a missile when you die. I'm pretty sure I know what's here. Yeah, this is just the statue room. I don't need to be here until quite a ways into the game. I guess it's good to know where it is, though. These guys just sort of exist in this game. Much more interesting how they're used later in Fusion. Okay, could I go on the elevator? Thank you. My first few attempts at going on the elevator were not successful. Don't have 5 missiles, so I can't open any of these doors. Sure is great that I need 5 to open the doors. And that there's no easy way to get a missile if you don't happen to get one dropped for you. At this stage of the game where you have exactly 10 total, and you've just used 5 to open a door almost certainly. Yep. This is an all-around great way for things to work. There we go. Sure hope one of these is a room where I can get more missiles. Oh, it's a map room. I guess I'll take that. Okay. Welcome to the read the manual trap, where if you didn't read the manual, or say if you're playing the game on an emulator, years later you have no idea how to get through, despite this being where you're supposed to go, so you assume you're supposed to be going somewhere else. I mean, I can appreciate having a room where you make sure the player knows how to run, so that when they need to know how to run in order to, Actually, is this even the room I'm thinking of? It very well might be an entirely different room where you're supposed to actually have Shine Spark for it. Or come in from the other side. Anyway. awkward way of dispensing these guys. Yeah, no, I guess I'm not supposed to go through here yet. So I'm thinking of a different room. At least I found a way to get more missiles. I don't actually need to go in there. Alright. Let's go up this way, I guess. It'd be really helpful if I could stop failing at basic jumping. There we go. Why, if it isn't our first boss? I'm probably gonna die to this. That's alright. I don't know, I might not. Why does it make a sound like a garage door opening? That seems like a weird sound for a plant monster to make. Freaking out a bit. Whoops. Yeah, like I'm gonna go get that. Okay, so ends the boss that all the speedrunners skip. Except for maybe if they're doing all bosses. I'm not sure if this counts for all bosses even. Anyway. Maybe now I can go get charge beams somewhere. That would be nice. It's a pipe, so we're gonna go down it just like Mario. What have you got? Super Missile, not Charge Beam. I feel like I should have found Charge Beam by now and just failed at finding it. Oh well. I'll get to it eventually. Oh wow, it takes just one Super Missile here. So, yeah. Makes perfect sense. Very consistent. This game gives you super missiles really early compared to some later ones. Zero Mission takes quite a while to give you super missiles. Okay, you. You can do without your annoyance. There's clearly something up there, but not sure how to reach it. Oh, that's probably how. Okay. Well, let's just carry on down here. Thank you, I know how to play, I know how to use super missiles. I know how to use missiles, thank you. Aha! There's Charge Beam. Now this game, unlike the later entries in the series, is home to a lot of weird tricks that have no real use. Like this one, where if you have a charge beam and you turn into a ball, then it releases the charge beam as a bunch of bombs. I don't understand why, but that's a thing you can do. Well, I won't say it never has a use. I've played a game where it has a use, but it's just not this one. Oops. Well, I'm sure speedrunners have found a use for it. I mean, they found a use for Crystal Flash, so... It's weird. It seems like a bomb can actually lift you into the air even if you're standing up. Forces you to do a tiny little jump. And I guess it makes sense, because if a bomb's impact is what causes you to go into the air, you don't exactly weigh less just because you're a ball. So if you weigh the same amount, you should be propelled the same amount into the air, whether you're standing or not. But it still feels weird. Okay, perhaps this is the room I was thinking of before. The do you know how to run room. It's a really weird thing to just build a room around, just do you know how to run. I don't really understand why they thought this was completely necessary. Like, maybe they had playtesters who didn't understand how to break lightning blocks later on, and they realized that they hadn't actually told the player how to run, even though it's one of the 4 face buttons that's really obviously present. Well, I'm not really sure if that's the right assessment of people who don't know how to run, since of course my first time playing this was on emulator and I didn't know how to run. So, I don't know. I guess I'm not being fair to my past self if I suggest it's obvious how to run. But of course, with the GBA Metroids being the ones I played first, it seems obvious to me that there shouldn't be a run button, so it seems weird that there is one. Okay. Oh. Well, that jump didn't work. Is this water or glue? Like, when I jump out of it, I barely have any height at all. Feels weird. What be up here? Nothing? What a weird place to put nothing. Maybe I can go left? That doesn't seem like I can go left. Even though it looks like there's an opening there to the left. Oh well. Hi, Meridia. I'll meet you later. So this is a real problem. I want to hold the run button so I'm not moving at a snail's pace, but I want to hold the attack button so I'm charging. And they're across from each other on the controller because the jump button is B. I don't really know how I could fix this without putting one of the buttons in a really awkward position, but that's why we don't need a run button. Anyway. Hi. I guess I shouldn't be here yet. Here I can be. Oh no, I can't run fast enough. I'm trapped. There's a really long delay between laying a bomb and being allowed to lay another one. Like, even if it's your first bomb, it takes a while. Alright, 2 dead ends. Cool. Temporary dead ends, sure. Oops. I pushed select to get off the missile, and it put me on super missile instead of... Okay. I guess I should have pushed whether X or Y, whichever of the buttons is... How am I supposed to do a thing here? I guess I can just leave the room and magically make them disappear like that. Don't really know how else to get rid of them, since bombs didn't work. Oops. Why do bombs not work? Weird. Like, how am I supposed to get these things off of me? Oh. I guess I'm just supposed to be here with Shine Spark or something anyway. Okay. Yay, health. And a locked door behind me. That's cool. I do appreciate the several ways the game lets me know that I'm able to go somewhere different here, including that enemy that crawls through the place I'm supposed to be going toward, to demonstrate that that really is an open passage there. Samus doesn't know how to hang on to ledges yet, so I can't get up there. That ability wouldn't be invented until Fusion. For now, we need high jump to get that high. Hooray, more missiles. Still not allowed to leave. Okay. I guess I have to kill that guy? Yeah, alright. Fair enough. And I'll go down there after I save again. Oops. I pushed no by accident. Again. So that time I was pushing A, but I was also pushing right because I was moving right to reach the save point. So I pushed right and A, which means no. Oh. Guess I shouldn't be here yet. Well, certainly there's somewhere I can go with high jump. Pardon me, I forgot why I couldn't go here. I guess this place is a dead end now. Oh, alright. Well, this is awkward. I'm glad I didn't waste a super missile trying to go this way before. There's the secret wall. Suspicious divot. Doesn't seem like I did all that work just to reach a save room. So where do I go now? There we go. Oh, here we are. I guess I was supposed to go here this whole time. More missile guys. Really? Those decorative teeth on the ceiling hurt me? Okay. Hey, it's Kraid. Look guys, it's totally Kraid. This is definitely what Kraid looks like and how he dies. That's not Kraid. This is gonna be Kraid in a minute. After I abuse this place to heal. That was good. Good games. good gameplay. Good playing of game. Oh, go away. If I don't take his treasure, then I don't have to... Hey, it's a soldier or something who exists here for some reason. Also, there's that, which I completely failed to notice. Doesn't even drop any health or anything. Weird. I feel like I'm gonna need all the things I can get for this boss. Alright, here's Kraid. Presumably. The map disappeared. But yeah, this is Kraid. Rocks. Toenails. Great. There we go. That platform just sort of zipped me straight into a pit. Oh hey, Kraid's dead. Kraid is still kind of a pushover, even when you get to the real Kraid as opposed to the tiny fake Kraid. I wonder whose idea it was at Nintendo to have a weird, tiny, fake Kraid. Just seems like an odd thing. Like, haha, here's a tiny version of our enemy that we're going to have you fight in a moment. I guess those bugs weren't finished with this guy's armor. I think the invention of the recharge station, the full recharge station where you just walk in and it heals you completely, was probably a really good idea. Because treating not having to grind to be back at full health and ammo as a reward is for finding something secret really doesn't seem like a good idea. Whatever, that's good enough. There we go. I forgot these guys were here. And now this door is inexplicably open, where it wasn't before. And this is the thing we're dealing with now, I guess. Given that bombs don't work on these enemies, what am I what? Really? So bombs do work, it just gives absolutely no indication that they're dealing damage. That's great. It has been a long time since I've played this game, so hopefully I can be forgiven for not remembering everything. There we go. Knew there was something here. It's really strange to have a boss in one room open a door like 6 rooms away. Usually a locked door means you do something in this room to open it. Not that one. Alright. I guess we can go straight back down to Norfair. After paying the super missile toll, at least. See no reason not to, anyway. You like zip around awkwardly when you take damage. Like you bounce in a way that looks really strange. Sometimes. Here we are. Oh man, the room is slowly filling with lava. And now it's done. Okay. Bubbles. Room full of bubbles. Very strange room. Very strange thing for a room to be filled with. Solid bubbles. Welcome to the secret passageway in the bubble room. There are monsters here you can't see. It's okay. Oh hey, I recognize this room from being on the other side of it. So what's down here? Well, I can't kill you? Okay, I guess I can. Looks Looks like this is a dead end for now. Good to know. Let's try going down instead. Okay. Another recharge room after the one that I already went to. That's cool. They decided the bubbles from Zelda 2 were so good enemies that they needed to include them in Metroid also, I guess. That was a weird sound. Not sure how that sound got produced exactly. Oh well. It's a very earthquakey room, isn't it? Anyway. Oh. I was wondering how I was to get past this, but it seems there is a ready-made solution for that very need. Whoops. The thing was sinking down as I was sitting on it. Not sure if it just does that as a normal part of its trajectory, or if it would have dunked me in lava after standing on it for too long. There. Well, this is real helpful. Here's a random dead end that's like the opposite side of a completely separate room, I guess. Oh, I see. It's like the way back from trying to go through the room the other way. Given all those spikes, I don't feel great about trying to do this room unless I have to. So let's see whether or not I have to first. Here we are on the other side of Bubble Room. Well, I don't see much I can do here. Except maybe go up. Hitboxes will cooperate eventually. I will say the game is rather generous with the grindy healing spots. I just kind of wish they weren't grindy in nature, is all. Oh well. It's can you run again? But this time you're only slightly punished for not running instead of being unable to progress for not running. Speed booster. And here we run upon one of the places where I just don't comprehend the design decision they made. The speed booster, running fast, cool. Shine sparking, an extension of running fast, also cool. Why does it cost health to shine spark? That doesn't make any sense. That's like if using the Pegasus boots in Link to the Past cost health. Okay, I'm feeling reasonably... I'm not confident exactly, but... I feel like trying this room anyway. Although I'm not sure that I can, at the moment, do whatever I need to do here. I'd like to give it a shot. Aw. Okay, so it's just little platforming on moving things, and I can get a missile. Box. A missile box. Capsule. Container. Would you die already? Sheesh. Okay. Try this again. Just needed to have enough vertical leeway to do that. Now I don't think I can progress past this point without a certain ability I don't have yet, so away we go. Alright. I think we want to go back up and across to the left. The fact that I can't see door connections makes this map far less useful than it should be. It's just like, here's where all the rooms are, and I'm like, how do I get from room A to room B? It's like, I don't know. Another thing that would be improved much later on. Vastly improved later on, I should say, perhaps. Seems like a good idea to save at this point. Would you please jump successfully? Is this even the right room? I feel like this is the wrong room. Maybe it's not, though. Compared to Zero Mission and Fusion, Super Metroid just has a lot of rooms that are just gauntlets you take a bunch of damage from, it feels like. Maybe that's just my... Maybe that's just a biased impression, but... Would you please... He's still not. Well, didn't I? Which of these rooms is the long one where I could potentially run through it? Because that's the one I wanted to go to. Maybe it's down here. Okay, this is it. Like, why does shine sparking cost HP? Why? At least here's a save point. And I don't remember where I need to go now. Apart from places where shine sparking or running might be useful. Down here again. Oh, a room I can't go back through. Alright. Well, I guess I'll go back and see if I can find other uses for high jump. Farther back than Kraid. Wave hello to Meridia. And goodbye again. Get off of me. Well, I can't go up from here without Ice Beam. And I don't know where Ice Beam is, actually. You know, I guess I could do some really fancy wall jumping, but this certainly looks like a place where I'm supposed to need Ice Beam. This water is terrible. Like, you have reduced mobility in water in every Metroid, but in this one it feels really bad. Like, you don't just move more slowly, you jump really, really low. I don't know. Maybe it's just where the water is that feels bad, and it's actually the same every game. That could be it. I wonder where the game expects me to go at this point. Well, the fact that I don't have Ice Beam and can't go up without Ice Beam presumably means I'm not finished in here. So, where have I not been? Maybe I can use Speed Boost here? Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. This is the room what you need Speed Boost for. Oh, he does sink as you stand on him. Interesting. Well, I don't want to try to go through there. Oops. There we go. Gimme. Alright, now we're in business. Now I can freeze things. Not sure whether I'm supposed to go forward or back here. So I'm gonna try to go forward and see if anything happens. Anything new here to let me go through here? Yes. Possibly this isn't even new, I just didn't notice them. Thank you for being my platform, sir. It's very kind of you. Oh, pitfall. Back to here again. So I'm just supposed to go back by going forward, I guess. Okay, now I can go back to where I just was and go up there this time. That was weird. Sounded like I charged an entire ice beam while in the screen transition, which I'm pretty sure is a thing that you're not actually able to do. I guess it just makes the full charging sound even though it doesn't fully charge you. Interesting bug. Okay. Let's go all the way up and be very annoyed by this guy. Very annoyed. Okay. Hi. You abruptly happened into my face. Alright, full health. Whoops. Well, this is what happens when you make a tower of ice beam enemies. Sometimes they become a problem. Okay. We don't want to be in these flowers. I'm not really sure what the criteria for escaping that flower was, whether it was fidgeting or waiting, but, you know, hedge my bets. Really? Okay. Yeah, that was definitely a fair occurrence. Alright. Game loves slamming doors behind you. It's weird. Well, this is a thing, and that's really irritating. Get off of that. Oh, hey. Power bomb. Seems abrupt. I don't know, later games would make a much bigger deal of power bomb than just stuffing in a corner room somewhere like this. Later games would also use Power Bomb as the reveal all of the locations of breakable blocks regardless of what would break them to me, which this game uses X-Ray for. So there's that also. Saving's a game. It's weird. Why is my shot going through this platform? It shouldn't be going through platforms, should it? Well, you guys are really irritating. Why does this room exist? Is there a reason this room exists? Really? Get off. Why does this room exist? Is this just a trap? I guess this is just an arbitrary trap that exists for no reason. Okay, sure. SNES era Nintendo really like their arbitrary trap for no reason rooms. There's a few of them in Link to the Past too. Like, a trap isn't necessarily a terrible idea. It just feels wrong when it appears in a game which is all about exploring the entire space. Like, you're literally punishing the player for doing the thing that the game is supposed to be about. Okay. And here I am back in Crateria. May as well go heal and save at the ship. Man, it fills those meters slowly. Right. Whoops. I don't really know in what context I would be able to speed boost from the ship, but wouldn't have super missiles already. Why am I not going forward? Why am I shine sparking up? It's weird. Can you not shine spark forward in this game? I could have sworn you could. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say. Here's a place where you're supposed to have something I don't have yet, so I need to go get whatever I don't have. From somewhere else, I guess. Spark Store. Yeah, no, it just goes straight up. I was pushing left the entire time and it didn't work. That's really strange. Well, no reason not to heal. Seems as if there's somewhere here I haven't been. Probably could be by now. Yeah, okay. Could have gone through here ages ago. Just didn't know that I could do so. Free missiles. Thank you. This is a really dull room to get through. There we go. Impatience. Looks as if I can go down from over there. I didn't before. Maybe I didn't have bombs. I pushed start by accident. It's just a little bit picky about where you're allowed to be to save. Oh well, you're easier to kill now. Okay, to the right and down, and hopefully that will lead me somewhere. Who knows? Oh, nope, 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 nope. This is statue room. We don't want to go to statue room. I'm probably just supposed to find somewhere that I can use the power bomb. Either a yellow door or any one of the several places where power bomb blocks have been seen. Might be something over to the right, so let's check on that. Oh yeah, I think I needed speed booster for this. Yep. Hey, reserve tank. Kind of an oddball concept that they got rid of later on. It's like the equivalent of... I don't know. It's sort of like a potion in Zelda, in Legend of Zelda, or a fairy, except that you have to fill it yourself by collecting energy. How do I move forward? Where do I go here? Oh, up. Got it. Finally finally got more super missiles. Been sitting here with only 5 this whole time. Wait, that's not the way back? Oh, it is the way back, just not the way I thought. Well, I guess I'll grind up my reserve tank to full, because why not? The one irritating thing about Ice Beam is that it changes enemies that used to take 1 hit to kill into enemies that always take 2 hits. Let's see. Reserve tank is at 100, so I guess that's good enough. Guess I just never went this way. Wonder what's over here. Oops. This game just has some really crazy knockback on getting hit by spikes. Oh. Useless room. Cool. Great to go through all this trouble to get to a room that's not very useful. It doesn't have anything of real value in it. Oh hey, here's an opportunity to use Power Bomb. Guess I can't go through that door yet for some reason. Really? Go away. There we go. Okay. Oh. That was an event that just happened. I guess I pushed the jump button in time to get the tank and not be trapped below. And to get another tank. Alright then. What's over here? This is awkward. I'm pushing R because I'm thinking to myself that I need to push R to use missiles, which is not true in this game. It'd be really helpful if you would land on a platform, please. Thank you. Well, I could have explored whatever was to the left of here, but I guess I've made my choice now. Okay. Like, they made a sound that sounded like me getting a thing, and then they just jumped, like... Okay. Let's be fair about something. I know how to wall jump. Well, I'm not good at it, but I understand the concept. I don't understand how anyone ever was supposed to use this, like some random creatures doing whatever that is, as a guide for understanding the controls of the wall jump. Like, there is absolutely nothing about seeing them do what they're doing that would help me understand how wall jump works. How to wall jump in general. I don't, like... How is this supposed to work as a tutorial for a function that they consider to be necessary knowledge to continue the game? This is what I don't understand. Okay, this is just a save room. Makes me glad I went to the right before. Like, I know, let's trap the player somewhere where they need to know something that's not in the manual, and then just have some NPCs do a thing that vaguely resembles what you're supposed to do, visually, but doesn't actually tell you how to control said thing. This does not seem like a good way to handle teaching the player something. I don't know, maybe it is in the manual, I just don't know about it. My inclination is to believe that it's not, though. I'm pushing the jump button to make these weird one-tile jumps that don't really belong in this game. And it's not working half the time because this game really isn't designed for tiny, short, 1 or 2 tile jumps with a tiny bit of space between. Well, whatever. Whoops. I don't know what I'm doing wrong exactly. It's just sometimes not working. It's great. Maybe that room exists entirely to prevent you from shine sparking your way out of this nonsense. What am I doing wrong? I'm doing the exact same control movement as I do when I make a successful wall jump, but it's not working. And there's no apparent reason why it's not working. It just decides not to work half the time. I think a part of the problem is that in this room you can clearly see, because look where I'm standing right now, the graphics of the wall do not match exactly with where the actual wall that you have to kick off of to successfully wall jump actually is. Which is kind of a problem if the whole idea is for the player to understand the wall jump. Because the wall jump requires you to completely be hugging the wall, and also some other requirements that I apparently don't understand anyway. Like, you have to be moving one direction and then quickly pop the other direction while pushing the jump button in exactly the right way, or else it doesn't work. It is so picky with exactly how you control it. I have no idea how anyone ever figured this out without help. Like, outside the game help. Like, if I could just be up against a wall and press jump to wall jump, that would be great. But no, you have to do this really awkward, like, move right, pop left, then jump. It feels so bad and wrong. And this terrible control idea they kept in later games just didn't require you to use. All I'm trying to do is get into that over there, but I don't know that that's ever going to happen. I mean, is there a reason why I need to go over that way? Maybe not, but I would really like to achieve getting over there at least once. Maybe I have to wait until I can jump in morph ball form before I can do that. I don't know. There we go. Thanks. So, I don't, like... I guess they were trying to lead me to this. By showing me how to do wall jumps from one side to another, I was supposed to deduce how to do wall jumps off a single wall. Because that's the only way I was able to get up there, was by doing a single wall jump and not a double wall, as it appears that they're trying to teach me. Weird. Really, really weird. Overall, kind of a waste of time. Power bombs are not that useful to have a lot of anyway. It's great. Okay, well, I guess I should go off to the right and try to find something meaningful over there. Really? Gotta spoil my run, man. Whoops. I think I found the other animal zone, actually. Yep. So... I mean, I can sort of see how this shows you to duck and then jump. It's still kind of a weird thing to quote-unquote teach the player this way. And once again, this technique that they appear to consider like as necessary and generally helpful as the wall jump eats health. It makes no sense. Like, why does jumping good eat health? I don't know. There isn't even any nice items down there or anything. Let's see. Good enough. Is this just a save room, or does it lead somewhere? I guess this is just a save room. Weird place to put just a save room behind what feels like a secret passage, but sure. The pause kind of does this weird lengthy fade. Instead of just pausing the game, it like slowly fades it out. Okay, here we go. Let's use a power bomb here. It's a family of annoying jumping enemies. I killed them all. And there was no purpose to being here right now. Hooray. Why does that cost me a power bomb to go see a place that has no purpose at the moment? I don't know. I guess I should go up to the right and around and down. If I understand correctly where I'm supposed to, what this map works like. this is just going to lead me to where the first boss was, right? Yep. There's no reason to bother spending a missile on that door, since that's not the direction I'm going, nor does it seem like it ever will be. Alright, so here there's things above and below me which I don't know exactly how to reach, or if I'm supposed to reach from here or not. Man, that guy's freaking out. Okay. It's possible I didn't need to go through that loop to get here. I'm not really sure, though. Ah! Here's something new. Oh. This place has different music. And really irritating enemies. And apparently nothing else. Welcome to the trap room. Hi, Gloomy Rube. Is this another pointless trap room that has no purpose? No, okay. Good. Power bomb. Well, it's better than nothing, I guess. Maybe this is a shortcut, though? Hooray, I'm in a place I've already been to before. I guess I'll go right, down, left. It's really strange. Usually the beam stops on hitting one of the platform's tiles. Like, it does that if you're shooting up or down. But it's like there's some edge. See? There's something going on where, like, if you shoot sideways, then it pierces through platforms sometimes. But not always. And it pierces through platforms that it doesn't destroy, too. Sometimes. Like that. You see that? It's going right through all these platforms. What's going on here? I was under the impression that I didn't have wave beam yet. I guess this is not the way I wanted to go. Despite looking an awful lot like there's a connection here, I guess there isn't one. Well, I guess I could try throwing a power bomb and see if anything happens. Isn't this the room where there's an energy tank? Yeah, there we go. Alright, trip salvaged. Now, even if I can't make a shortcut to the right, I wasn't here for no reason still. And... oops. I accidentally another power bomb. Okay, I guess there is no reason to be here. Now that I've got the energy tank, at least. I guess I have to go up through Crateria and back down again on the right to get to where I was trying to go. And going up through Crateria means going all the way around there, past where the ship is. Hi, annoying space pirates. This is apparently where we killed Mother Brain the first time, even though I don't think it matches up, really. Like, this isn't Turian, and it doesn't seem to be Turian in any way. It's just like part of Brinstar. So I don't know how that works exactly. Blah. What's turning and thrusting? I feel like I missed a reference or something, but... Oh. Okay, I get it, I guess. So we want to go up and then to the right. This sure does look like a cracked wall of some kind, but I'm pretty sure it's not one. Anyway. Hi, ship. Every time Samus stops off at this ship, she has the option of just abandoning the whole mission and going to a bar somewhere. She never does. Tube. Oh, no, I need a thing for that to do anything there, so that's not where I want to go. I guess my goal should be to go... Really? There we go. My goal should be probably to go to, Wait, this is where I think I need to go down. My goal should probably be to go to Norfair again. Eventually. There we go. Interesting sound these things make when you shoot them with ice beam. There we go. When I read turning and thrusting, I thought you said with turning and thrusting, and that's why I was confused. Oh well. Okay, back in the ice beam tunnel with all the yellow doors. Oh boy, more of these flowers. Get off! Like, that's just annoying. It's exclusively annoying. It's not difficult, it's just annoying. Ugh. Like, oh, you fidget around and or wait long enough, and eventually flower lets you go. Slow fade out and in. Okay, this way. Another power bomb need. Oh, I guess there were enemies in there. In that wall, which is why one of them dropped a power bomb. We do not want to kill all of these glowing enemies because they're like fireflies making the room lit up. Oh, wonderful. Looks like I found another room where I'm supposed to have something I don't have yet. Okay. The camera was having a bit of a problem on my way up there. Really? Really? Okay, cool. See, I killed one of them and the room got darker. Maybe I would benefit from some healing. Hooray. Ah, this room. Ha! Meridia, hi. Okay, here's the way to Norfair. And surely somewhere down here is somewhere I can use the power bomb in exchange for getting to the grapple beam. Probably. Oh hey, right here possibly. Maybe. Who knows? Nope, this is a map room. I'll take it anyway, but this is a map room. Look at all this Norfair I haven't been to yet. Look at all these super awkward platforms that all crumble under you. It's great. Ha! I can run fast enough to destroy you. Seems like this should lead to an item. Oh. Never mind, this is an exit for when I have the thing I'm supposed to get from here. Just have to fidget into place to be allowed to save. Okay. Really? What's over here? It's just an energy refill station. I'll probably use it on my way back, but okay, there's nothing to see here. Hooray, I got 19 more energy. Great. What's up here? This looks like it's just another way back. Nothing particularly of interest here. Yep. We don't want to use that one-way passage right now. Okay, that just leaves that super missile door that I blew open earlier. It goes down. Whee! And it's a boss. Welcome to Backwards Tug of War, the boss. The goal is just to push him to the right until he dies. Okay, really? There we go, hit him. Nope, none of that. None of that stepping toward me. I guess you could call this push of war, as opposed to tug of war. Anyway, there's lava on far left and far right sides of this area, and our goal here is just to push him onto those crackly, there we go. Yeah, he's not doing so well. Man, this is a really determined enemy. Doesn't give up until he's bones. Almost, but not quite. Man, I wanted to get that energy tank early. This is the less tedious way to get it, too. I jumped too early. Well, I guess I'm going to stop risking my life on lava doing this. Ooh, spike wall. Oh yeah, there's not lava on the left, there's a spike wall. Anyway, so hey, he's a skeleton now, and still attacking me. Who says this game doesn't have any magic? He was undead for like 2 seconds there. Or I don't know how that's supposed to be explained with... I don't really know how you explain that event that just happened with anything other than he was undead for a second there. Because he was literally just bones. If he can move around when he's literally just bones, then he would have been still moving around instead of falling apart afterward. Right? I do admire the animation of him literally, like, melting. That's pretty neat. So the item we've been after is somewhere in this area. Ah. I don't think this is it. But I did sort of accidentally up here, so I might as well grab it. Thank you, I know how to use the power bomb. You've told me 6 times by now. I think I probably know how to use it. It tells you exactly how to use all the items, but it doesn't give you any information, really, on how to do the wall jump. It just assumes that from looking at other things doing the wall jump, you'll instantly understand how it works. Hi, lava. Hi, lava. Bye, lava. Hi, guys. This place is really awkward to get through. And I get to learn how to use missiles again as a result of being here. The game's really trying to give me lots of power bombs for some reason. Okay. Ah, go away. Well, that was awkward. No, get on the platforms. Stay on the platforms. Please stop not being on the platform, Samus. Why does all this exist exactly? It appears I found another return path as opposed to the way forward. This game's really not good about marking its return paths as return paths. You wind up wasting a lot of time going backwards along a return path to somewhere else you're supposed to be going. So where am I supposed to go here? I don't know. I don't feel like this is what's supposed to be happening, but I don't see what other option I have at the moment, so this is what we're doing. Oh. Okay. So we have a one-way path there. We have a return route down below. What exactly am I supposed to do here? There's probably some hidden wall or something I didn't see. Hidden in the sense that it's not really a wall, so it pretends to be a wall. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'm supposed to use a power bomb here to get rid of all those obstructions so that I can run fast. And there's somewhere I'm supposed to go by way of running fast, I assume. Really? Okay. I didn't push the jump button quick enough. Alright. That was extremely awkward to achieve, but we finally get the grapple beam, which is one of the worst items that Metroid has ever had. The problem with the grapple beam, it's really not the developer's fault as far as creating the controls go. The problem is that literally any 2D platformer whatsoever that has some kind of grappling mechanic like this, it never works. It always feels awkward and clunky to try to use. There's just no way to do it right that I've ever seen. And so it's not their fault for not getting something that can't be gotten right, but it is, I would say, it is their fault that they chose to include this idea at all. On presumably at some point realizing that it's not going to work very well. Like, it just doesn't feel right at all. The only thing that's kind of nice about the grapple beam is it's kind of marginally stronger against some enemies than regular beam attacks are. Would you please get off my face? Thank you. Okay. Would you please? I think you're required to hit that with a super missile. I could be wrong, but it seems like it. Okay, that was an awkward loop. And now it's noon. So, having obtained the grapple beam, finally, after the game teased me about it for half an hour or so, I'm going to heal, save, and call it a day. There we go. Full health, full ammo. Stand on top of the save object. Save tube? I don't know what you call this thing. Alright, well, Super Metroid. Feels awkward and primitive to me after playing Zero and Fusion, but still a pretty good game. We'll get to see more of it next week, presumably. Thank you for watching, even if it was only for a short while, or on recording or whatever. Farewell. I'll be back at it with Alphabet Stream this Saturday and return to this again next Thursday.